If it's silent in dismay, it won't break this feeling down. If I conquer this my way, I'd devour, I'd surround. If it hurts you just a little, then it heals you when it's done. Disappointment is the anchor, resolution is the sun. If it's silent in dismay, it won't break this feeling down. If I conquer this my way, I'd devour, I'd surround. If it hurts you just a little, then it heals you when it's done. Disappointment is the anchor, resolution is the sun.
Well, good morning, I hope. I have not yet been able to bring up my own stream here, as our preview seems to be stuck busted, so I hope it's actually working. Loading, loading, loading. Loading, loading, loading. Yeah, Twitch machine got unplugged. I don't know what's going on. I hope it's just me. I'm having the same problem on my laptop as well, though. I guess I could try the mobile app. Forgot about that one. That's dashboard. Yep. Is that any better? I don't know if it's the browser app. No, that seems to be busy waiting too. Well, I hope things are on. Okay, so second question. Is it Twitch in general, or is it just me? So this might end up... Okay, it's at least muted. Ew. Seems to be just me. Alright, gonna try... Alright, so I got the preview to go offline. Oh, and hey, it's actually appearing now. How about that? Yeah, I don't know what got messed up before. Alright, so last time we put in a test for a message with emotes. And we actually... Let's see. Oh, we just started with a string just to say we got an emote out of here. And now I've forgotten exactly what this one looks like. I mean, hopefully we'll hear from it again at some point. Or we can get other examples and actually look into what the official syntax of these is. Well, I'm probably going to need the docs for this anyway, because it's a little bit obtuse. Docs, chatbots, tags. That would be on a priv message. Badges, bits. Display name, emotes. Emote ID, first index, last index, another first index, then another last index. So that's a 2 emote IDs. One of which is 1? Oh, and there's the ID. L1 action does not count. First character is part of the user's actual message. No, the first kappa is from character emotes, printless 25. 0 to 4. Okay, so that is replacing those characters. And I guess there is another one in there. Kappa, Kipo, Kappa. Ah, okay. And that might be different for bits. Oh, well, actually, I still need just to make this as a string. So we've got emotes as a string. Wait. Why is that not? Oh, because probably no parsing tags, emotes. Why does that not actually work? Wasn't anything more complicated with it. Oh, I forgot something. All right. Emotes. Just how is that? Oh, something in the emote line must be interfering with some other part of the parsing. And why do I suspect it's the colons? Which unfortunately, I'm expecting a optional prefix. Where do we set up this stuff? There might also be tag value. What is that? What characters does that allow? Anything that's not either of those. Okay. So tags is before pre-tag. Yeah, that means before prefix. So it's going to be looking for tags at. It's going to be looking for a space to terminate that. So the colon shouldn't be an issue right now. Maybe I need, can I really do any pretty printing here? I pretty much only got debug out. Parsing a numeric command, parsing an IRC message. Expecting first digit, parsing an alpha command, parsing an IRC message. What was the dead end thing I'd got? And we were just doing context without the characters. Yeah, blah, 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 while. And doing it on separate lines. I don't know that I can do that usefully here to make that any easier to read. Parser.run. Debug.log. Oh. That doesn't preserve the value. Oh, but that only accepts an error, doesn't it? Yeah. So that's gonna be a kind of pain. It's looking for, we stopped at numeric command, first digit of alpha command? Numeric in IRC message, first digit in the context of an alpha command? Oh, that's context stack of doing first digit or first character. So it fell apart at command. Yeah. Optional tags, optional prefix. Unfortunately, it does not tell us where it, or what it looked like. Well, column 233, column 233. No. 233. Hmm? Oh. Maybe I'm not allowing underscores in usernames, which is, I haven't found any documentation what's allowed in a Twitch username. A little bit of a problem. So that would be, should be the prefix, which is optional. Prefix, fully qualified user. Yeah, is alpha num, which means that we're going to turn that into a much more complicated thing. So why? Oh, because it's backtrackable. It went down here, failed. And didn't stop there because of an error. Isn't there a commit thing? Because if we see that colon, it's a prefix. Unfortunately, there's like no documentation how to use commit. The documentation they point you to doesn't really tell you anything about commit. See, it's not even in the documentation. Paired with backtrackable. An A to parser A. So I have no example of what I passed to this thing. I can't pipeline it with a parser because those things, like, oh no, that's a parser. What if I commit unit? Numeric command, alpha command, nope. Does not help. Oh no, actually it's prefix that's backtrackable. Fully qualified. Oh, because fully qualified user is optional. So we go back to host. And which was it? No, that's still in the first word. That allows alphanum or dots. Is there IRC, RFC, documentation about what the allowable characters in IRC are? Now, isn't this a 4 something? 1459. Username. Where's our syntax definition? How about prefix? Prefix. Nick, maybe. Nick letter number special. Special for IRC nicknames does not include underscore. Letter number special. Oh, user is just non-white. Details on allowed host names. All right, so the IRC is not going to help there. We just have to say, so we have host, and we have, well, host is that. Oh, you know what? I think I must have assumed that there would be other characters. This is why I put the function in there. I just didn't know what they were. And in fact, we should probably say host. What is the syntax? Prefix is server name or nick user host. Oh, so it can be server name it there as well. So we can have Nick is a message parser of string. And we're going to have host, but I think host is just going to be Nick for the time being. Well, not host, but user. Then we can do, oh, these have different error messages though. I'll cheat a little bit for now. So it's supposed to be Nick, and then user. All right, so our column number changed. $269. Still attempting to do numeric command or alpha command. Uh, 269. Ah, that also got into the host name. So anything allowed in a username nick is going to be allowed in a host plus dots. Okay, so now we're actually having a parsing problem. Params, message, prefix, tags, badges, ooh. We got a badges blank string versus a badges empty array. Tag badge list. Succeed empty array. Oh, right. So sequence may not be the right answer here. Oh, because we don't have a sort of empty token. We don't have a start of list. And we've generally got tag name badge. And that's including the equal sign. You could use equal sign as its start. But then we're also going to have to deal with it consuming the separator character that the next stage uses. So we might not be able to use sequence here. Because we do not want start and end are allowed to be empty strings, so it returns an empty string. I wonder why that didn't get triggered before. Because it seems like I was doing other things probably had badges. Okay. That's probably going to leave us in a loop, though. Does that do... Sequence... Sequence... It's an example. Before I check out complies with your case. And did I... collage parser. Source. There's the kernel stuff. There's a skip. Map to rev always iParser kparser. Are they forbidden? Parser ignore, parser keep, parser keep. Okay. So keep that one. Map 2 says we want to... So they say skip the start. Skip any spaces. So we don't care about that. And oh my goodness, you have a lot of arguments. Ender, which is the end token, which is nothing. We just have what is our separator and item is all we care about. Spaces, item, token of the separator, and trailing policy. This is parse item or parse the ender. So that is actually nothing. That keeps skip. It says keep the rest. Yeah, so one of these is returning an empty string. But it looks like it kind of comes down to this. We have a parse item sep. Oh, sequence end forbidden, sequence end optional is a whole subfunction. Sequence end mandatory. So that's subfunction, mandatory, skip, skip, skip. Well, we have no sequence ender. It's just we don't parse. Which I guess is just like succeed, nothing done. This is not the actual loop call. This is like the loop helper. Chomp rest is recurse. Where do you use this? You don't use this. What? What? That appears to have been some drift from earlier code. Okay. So one of skip the separator, skip white space. So have we already parsed one item here? Well, I think this says skip it if it's there. Map item, parse item. Yeah, so we're just down to a straight up loop. And we may have to figure out some stuff with separators. Parsing params are, let's see, what else did we loop? We do params, a batch of IRC messages. Okay, so this is, well, they always have a trailer. So we have badge list is going to be our top level parser. So we think we're going to go down to here. Here. We're going to have a tag badge list step. And it is not going to be a message, message, message. It's going to be a list string, list string, list string. Reverse badges. In badge list. All right, now, what do we actually have? We have separator, we have item is a badge. This was originally messages, so let's only succeed if we have a space. We could do... Well, that doesn't actually work. We need this to be symbol token. And then we take this and say, so we've tried to do a badge with a trailing comma. We could also do a badge, you know what? We should do it this way. Because this says, hey Stormy, this is probably the thing I was working on last time. I don't remember for sure. I'm still trying to parse out Twitch chat stuff. So this will try to find a comma separator, and then it will just try a straight up badge for the first one. And then, well, it's not going to be end of input for this one. This is not messages. So that's just going to be, okay, if we don't find a badge, then we give up. And we're done. Okay, no, we're still parsing an empty string. Oh, we haven't actually changed the... How did that compile? Oh, maybe I'm scrolled up. Operator can only add elements onto lists. Oh, what the heck did I... Parser string problem message. Oh, where do we get message into this junk? Oh, still message step. Tagless badge step. Uh-oh. We seem to have an infinite loop. Where, oh, where do we have an infinite loop? Can badge be empty? Yes, a badge can be empty currently. So we need to have a badge character. Is a card a bool. Chomp while badge character, we need to chomp if badge character. I could perhaps use variable for this. Also, it looks like we're going to have to kill this. Variable start, inner, those are reserved words, so it would just be set empty. That's pretty close to what we're doing. Oh, we also need expecting, so it's... really about the same size. Start is badge character. Inner is badge character. Did not look like a badge. That does that initial stuff. Okay, so this is saying... oh, no. Oh, there was a trailing parenthesis here. We did not get the list from that one. Bin, or the previous command history. Are you going infinite again? Actually, I'm going to touch this. Oh, it just didn't do an initial run. All right, so now we are passing... we are parsing with the underscores and not doing empty badge lists. Where are you? So let's see, we are... what? That's weird. And also, where'd my cursor go? There it is. Parse underscores in names and handle empty badge lists. All right, now we've got an example with the emote stuff. Pink graph. Oh yeah, did do that. So that is, I just left it up here after I was testing it. That is an OBS extension that does alarms for dropped frames and shows also the graph of, let's see, what is it? I need that layer. Check status monitor. Window, no, not that one. We need constant overlay, dropped frame graph, properties. Yeah. The rendering lagged color, skipped color, dropped color, and network congestion. Also, although a lot of it got reverted, the fact that there is a color preview here is a contribution I made to OBS. I was originally trying to do a thing that would show transparency level, They didn't like the gyrations I had to do to get Qt to do that. Yeah, I think somebody else requested including the other things because they were having more issues on the processor side. So scripts, and where did my cursor go? Cursor, thank you. Script, dropped frame alarm. Yeah, the text, wonderful. Oh, it resized itself. Okay, yeah, so you can now do alarm levels for lag, skipped, and dropped, and then I put the congestion just in there as kind of a possible warning sign. I've actually forgot what this was. Oh, that's because OBS settings. They have two. They have the simple settings and the advanced settings. Yeah, must match the OBS streaming mode you were using. Or I have to go digging for the information because it's actually like different encoder setups and everything. Hey, no vultures. Yeah, it's pretty good. Although I'm wondering if I am running the beta branch, even though I already have a bunch of chat windows open and don't need the Twitch chat thing. I figure it's decent to test it. Sound MIDI. Yeah, I know that people keep asking for the ability to do individual channels, and they can't do that easily. At least you can do some volume adjustments in Windows now, but that's not exposed where you could record it separately in OBS or anything, or handle that in the OBS volume panel. All right, so we have emote. Emote. So this is going to be the straight up pars of this is emote positions, emote positions, emote positions. I'm wondering if it would be better to reallocate that as an emote with emote position sets. You duplicate the emote ID a bunch. Oh, they probably do that way because if you're going to display them, you only want to make one fetch for each emote. So maybe that does make sense. And I guess we'll... I don't know. Maybe we'll see this theater about again. I don't remember what emote 1 is. Oh, wait. We've got the message. Hydrate. Oh. It's smiley face. That's a reasonable emote 1. Okay. So what would we like this to look like? We have an emote list, which is, it is going to be I guess you could do a dictionary of emote ID to arrays of tuples. Or you could do a list of like emote ID ranges. So a list of emote ID, list of tuple. It's getting a little bit hard to read. And list of replacement locations. So that will then become a failing test. Oh, and are you now messed up because of your runtime exception? Yeah, there is no such thing. Tag, prefix, command, params. That's part of the tags. Emote type. To get the constructor, we have to export it. Yes. There's that freeze again. Emote, these are all known types. Emote of string and list int. So do we have a emotes is just a tag value right now. We need that to be a... Did that other test process stay running? These things are getting a little herky-jerky around here. Let's kill this one. Yep. Yeah, a little herky-jerky. Yeah, we definitely got a bunch of node going. Okay, I haven't done anything infinite with you. And yet you're not responding. Yeah, I think maybe it didn't kill the test process when I removed that terminal. Well, you know what? We can kill you. Oof. Well, that explains the red spikes. Then that should take care of all the node processes that we expect to be running. So we just go kill the rest of them. And that will hopefully take care of things. That was a little bit faster. All right, so tag emote list. This is also a separated list. Without any particular start and termination characters. So we're going to have something like this. Also, I don't know what that space. Badge. Badge, emote. Alright, but it is not a list of string, it is a list of emote. Okay. Yeah, oh yeah, I played a little Minecraft for a bit on the laptop and never got back to it. Alright, the emote separator is slash. An emote is a different thing. An emote is a message parser of emote. And what do we want? We want to, I know we want to succeed emote with two things. Those things being an emote ID, which is maybe an int. Oh, that's going to parse it as an integer, though. I mean, it could be, but I'm pretty much going to only use it as a string. So it's like a... is there an isNumeric? Is car a separate package, or is that core? There's alphanum. What, digits? Is digit. Okay, we call it digit, not num. It's alphanum, but is digit. Obviously. But this is not just is digit. This is a string of digits. Is that a variable? Oh, didn't they have like number and then you parse it out? Ooh, your number is... Yeah, that gets an int. Provide all the potential parsers. Yeah, it's not that versatile. Succeed. How about we do like numeric ID? char.isDigit and char.isDigit. Did not look like a numeric ID. So we've got that. We've got a symbol token colon separator. And the problem is expecting a colon between emote ID and locations. And then we have a, well, it's a character range. We could probably, for ease of, ooh. And then I need to know how they separate that list. But we only have single instances right now. But this should be a character range list. Message parser of a list of int. Right now, we only have an example of a single instance of emote, so we're not going to see the separator character. What we are, these are actual ints. Handle negation yourself. Is this the definition of int? XX, expecting invalid. Oh, so that only does... Oh yeah, that's right. There's two problems here, and there's no real good documentation of what those mean when they're used. So this is going to be a succeed tuple dot pair. And maybe we want to context on this. A tuple dot pair of int, this did say handle negation yourself, so we should be able to do symbol token dash expecting a dash between characters start and end and an int, and then I guess this is just a character range right now. Because we still need that. And int. And the character range list, we can look up what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be separated by commas, and since this is also a unterminated sequence, I'm going to have to loop it ourselves. It's really a shame you can't specify a nothing parser, but I don't know of any way to do that. Emote list step. Character range list. Character range list step. And we are... Bleh. Int. Maybe I should make a character range type. Type alias character range is a int. That might be less useful to outside people, but it's an alias, so you should just kind of be able to go back to int. All right, reverse. Expecting range separator, which is a comma. So now the question is, can I actually do my own little unbounded sequence? Because I've like reused this code about, well, 2 times at least. Is it 2 times or 3 times? Range separator with comma. Wait, range separator. Oh, yeah. Badge, yeah, badge. We used it for badge. We used it for emote. Yeah. Let's get it working and then consider the refactoring. Why do you not work? Okay, so that's a one of, that's a get chomped string, succeed. In context variable, get chomped string, succeed variable. One of. Do we really never do that? I mean, it seems like it should be a valid value, but maybe I need a parenthesis in that case. No, that's character. That's mode. Wait. Well, that is new code. Character range. Wait, did I forget the equal sign? I tend to forget that. Uh, 271. This int value needs the list argument to be. Oh wait, int needs the problems. It was what, like expecting int and invalid number is the only. I don't know what these mean, so I'm just gonna go with his logic. Tag emote list. tag emote list. List emote. Message parser string. Oh, did I not update my emote? Emotes, ah. That would be a small problem. Oh, and then all my other examples where we had emote nothing are now empty list. Oh, that was the only one. All right, we passed. I want to checkpoint that. Oh, I haven't actually tested a list of emotes yet. They had... Did I have another example of that? Emote. So this is capo and keepo. We already got multiple emotes. But this has a list of multiple positions. Sample emote repeated chat message. And the annoying thing about these, you know what, I wonder if I could select these down somehow in the chat test. Could we take this? We would have to map the OK and then deal with the not OK. We would have to select into chat, into tags. I think a chat.line is actually a struct. So can we say tagged message? Okay, got most of the stuff. Can we say result.map? But you would have to map it down to a value to consider to continue that line. It's kind of hard to pipeline. I might actually want to redo that as case parser.run chat.line of case okay line of no, not case. Okay, line of we want line and then this we do like dot tags. Yeah. Dot tags, but then it's a list of stuff. So that would be like a list member. Figure out whether a list contains a value. I don't know. List.member. This is a big complicated thing. And then we have to go look at Elm test again. Expect. This is not equal because we're only looking at the one member. Oh, but that doesn't give me the difference. It's because I only care about the one element. There's just a bunch of stuff I have to break out for every single message. I could pick out the ID where I expect to find it. And emotes are... But you can't get nth from a list, you can from an array. I could take 3 and do head. I'd have to deal with the iffiness of it. Let's drop 3. And then let's head, which is a maybe. But what we could do, expect equal just this. And then let's throw out error here because that gets really long. We have to fail with an expectation though. Can we say... Because that will print out the error message. Might tell me these are the wrong type. But in theory, I don't have to deal with any of that junk. Something went wrong parsing this. Somewhere around here. Ah, that probably didn't help. Where are... Okay. Where are you Okay, we've got two... Is that okay? I don't know if that's okay. No, par. That doesn't help. Yeah. Well, if it's an error, then we can let bug.log dead ends to string error. In expect dot there's no just straight up fail, is there? Oh wait, there's a passes if the argument, passes if the argument. Oh, passes if the result is okay. But we've already pulled out the error, so we'd actually have to turn this into a variable to do that. I think I actually made a thing for that. Equals sets. Pass, fail. Replace its failure message. Oh. Okay. And actually, we could do... Yep, there's the is okay. What was... It's just expect.okay? Yeah. Oh, I didn't... qualify that. Emotes. Chat.tag. Equal needs the argument to be a maybe. What? That is a tag. This tags is a list of tags. We pulled out one. Okay, there we go. Just emotes. Expect equal nothing. What? Oh, you know what? This is the parentheses I was going on about earlier, before a bunch of other things distracted us. Okay. Oh, then we did the repeated one. I wanted to do that without having to do quite as much. Split chat. Repeated. Let's get this a little bit closer for me. So we expect 25 at 0 to 4. 12 to 16. And 1902 at 6 to 10. And emote, emote repeated, not repeated emote. Looking for end of line while parsing a... Oh, so we just got a new... Alright, well I need a break, and then I'm going to come back and figure out what happened in... Oh, maybe it's multiple badges. I don't know if I had that before. Be back in a bit. Yep. Well, I can at least try to get near to the truck, or actually I could even try to get near to home base from this height. See, you got to make that body retrieval easy. You just put it right along the path, pick it up on your way back to the truck.
I'm inside the ground right now. I'm down here. This is where I am. Okay. Oh my god. How Don't worry, guys. We're ready to go explore the planet now. Oh shit, this is all cheaty, isn't it?
So are we all right? Oh my god. Oh. Oh god. Thank you, Pie Maker. Oh, India West. If I come across your grave, I will bury you, sir. 4 too big. God dang it. Ah, my baby. That's so fucking sad. All I can do is laugh. That is so freaking sad.
Alright, welcome back. You know what? I've pushed myself too far out on a limb here, so let's take this into our cut buffer real quick. So we're passing. We've got an extra test string in there, but parsing out emotes. We've only tested single emotes so far. Then we put this back and try to figure out why it's breaking. Now, the one problem with this is that we don't get all the line numbers and stuff, but end of line while parsing an IRC message. Looking for end of line. Oh. Did the others have new lines in them? I might have copied that. Yeah, in all of my other examples, I copied the new line. Oh. So that was the only problem. Okay. So repeated actually works. So that we can just add on a test case. So that's emote repeated. Is there any other tag stuff? That we want to pull out. Badges. I guess I haven't tested multiple badges. Yeah, but I know this one had 2 badges. Multiple badges. So we want tags. Badges is the first one. And we expect that to look something like whatever. This might actually be one-lineable, but I need to know what was actually in that message. Global mod turbo. And since I have no idea what the slashes are for, we just run with that. Ooh. Oh, wait. I edited the wrong thing somehow. Fine. Global mod 1. Turbo 1. Global mods. Okay, anything else interesting? Turbo color, display name, emotes, ID, mod, room ID, subscriber, time. We checked one complete message. User ID, user type. This is an older message too, because it's supposed to be depreciated. Okay. And test case for multiple badges. Anything else that we've got so far that feels like it should be better parsed? Not really. Now we do have additional types that we don't have samples for currently. Well, there's a bits message. badges. There is a list of valid badge values. We could do keywords. But that's something where they could add something and you wouldn't want it to break parsing necessarily. Set only for bits message. Are these regular emote name turned by get cheermote? Huh. There's a color variation for every... This... Where is emote name in here? Because they do other emotes now. Also, the sample bits isn't a emote. It's, well, how about emotes blank? Yeah, there's cheer 100. So this is out of date. All instances of that. And then that's how to display... Oh. No, that's the amount of bits total. Yeah, well, we can get the bits. We are not going to be able to check other cheer motes until we see one. Chat, and I probably do need to pull the samples out at some point here. It is getting pretty, and then all of the examples of actual messages we had the new line on them. So we're only going to care about the second tag here. I don't think anything else here is especially novel. Chat test. Do we have an actual... Oh, that's just the run over. Chat.bits 100, but it's not head. This is list.drop1. And bits doesn't exist. Badges, is this just alphabetic? Badges bits? And this can reasonably be an int. We have to export that. Unknown tag? Oh, right. Because that's what we do when we don't recognize something. Badge. Bits. Tag name, bits. Oh, I guess we do have a This is a just an int. Can we do that, or do we need to do something special? Oh, that's badge. Okay, and that takes care of that one. Ooh. Trailing space. Parse bits message. Parse bits tag. Let's have a look up. Color, display name, emotes. Where is our list of things we've handled? Display name, emotes. Flags might be depreciated. ID, mod. Room ID, subscriber. That's Sent, turbo, user ID, user type. Flags was something I guess we were seeing in our actual messages that's not been documented. And we have no examples of it currently. Ah, here's one. Well, we have one example of it existing. This would be a more up-to-date example. This is for user notice. Badges color. This is a whole other animal. But I don't know if we're getting user notices. Subscription, resubscription, incoming raid, channel ritual. Message ID, room ID, system message. D login, type of notice, not the ID. Ah, sub, resub, sub gift, a non-sub gift, raid, and ritual. All right, well, to be able to parse the tag, we have to be able to handle this stuff. Sent only on raid. Name of the source user? I guess that's the actual name and display name. With the special characters and stuff. Resubscription amount. Display name of the subscription gift recipient. User ID is subscription resistant. I guess this will show up as unknown tag. Prime 1000. I guess that's so they can have like 3001 or whatever. Name or one created by the channel owner. There's only one ritual so far. So for detecting unknown tags, I guess we would want to assert that there were no unknown tags in the list. Oh, emote sets. Oh, that was a bug. A remote set. Oh, that's like 0? So that's like all of them? Does that include the global emotes? User state. Oh, I haven't probably subscribed to user state. Oh, emote sets. So 0 is global, and that's all the channel emotes. Okay. Do I even get user notice messages? I can see if we can trigger... no, we need you. If I... start monitoring the chat. Oh. Okay, so we didn't even need to do... But it might not have joined a channel. Yeah, and that still needs some triggering support. End of names list. Okay. So if we go... Oh no, this is... I actually need to be in my own channel. And... Right, okay, so we'll pause that later. So do we get events? Did I get an event? I did not get an event for that. It's not anything of consequence. It's not actually saying hosting, though. Does it have to be live dashboard? Maybe I'm not a validated user yet. Where is the chat? I don't even have the hosting panel anymore. There it is. Yeah, so I guess maybe since I've never streamed, I can't host. I don't know. Okay, so that's not useful. I might also need other stuff. As there was, they haven't. There's this handles raids. There's room state. There's user notice. Oh, that's under tags? That's not even its own topic. User state tags. Oh, this might be the subtopics of that topic. So we would actually want no overview. Oh no, chat rooms, message ID tags. Notice Twitch commands. Oh, it's actually Twitch commands. Ban, bad host. Commands available. Users, oh, host success. Okay, so this is a message ID for notice. Message ID. Okay. Twitch IRC capability commands. So I may have to set that. Which puts us back to the general guide because we need capabilities. IRC generic. Membership. IRC capabilities. That's like user joined. Okay, so IRC v3 is a standard. .2 message tags. Core IRC followed by the IRC v3. Capability negotiation. Okay, that's the cap stuff. Message tags. Message clients directly to each other. Account tracking, away notification, batching. Messages. Okay. Okay, so at tags. There's the tags, there's the space. Man params tag, and number, escaped value. Key. What's a key? Oh, tag is a key equal escaped value. Okay, can it be letters, digits, or hyphens? And there can be a vendor prefix, which vendor is host. No, semicolon, and space, which I think we've got pretty well covered. Chat test. No, not chat itself. Tag name. Oh, we're doing specific names, which do include hyphens. So although we're using keyword, which seems to be doing fine. But yeah, keyword token. Okay. That's kind of not an issue for what we're doing. For more generic tag parsing, it would be an issue. Oh, there's unknown tag. But it's all not equal. So this is saying it is specific things that are allowed in a tag name. C equals... well, let's host. Anything allowed in a host name, which is still ambiguous. So... possible escaping. Well, arguably Twitch should be doing Twitch / on some of these, so... Okay, so that was an interesting little diversion. Cap, membership tags, commands. So we think it's commands. So cap. Oh, there's the there's the cap rec twitch.tv commands. This is commands. Channel starts or stops host mode. Huh. Message ID, which is under tags. Use with tags capability. So I guess we'll have to get all the examples of these under tags. Stream credits cap rec. I don't know if you can batch these. Params. ACK commands, ACK tags. I guess I could also check the host here. Yeah. It's considered too new of a user. Execute host. What other kinds of user notices are there? I might... How about... I would have to wait for it to give me the ritual thing. Okay. Where do follows fall under? It's user notice. Oh, that might be user state. This is message ID. Followers only. Okay, so it's not you. No, that's that. Commands. Message ID. I actually clicked off of tags, didn't I? Subscription or resubscription? But examples are... Well, I guess there's never a chat notice for that, is there? Room state. Bunch more tags. Because something does pop up with a host message, but I guess I'm just going to have to run it until I get an example. And it is going to have to be running locally in order to get... Well, I could make a UI to display unparsed messages, or even just messages, but I could just run this until something happens. Let's see, events. We can start looking at events we might eventually want to do. So like user notice is for subscriptions, which is a thing other people might want. Resubscribed, gifted subscription. Sender of the channel. Channel is rated. And ritual. Well, these are things we might want. We'll have to see if we ever actually see one in the wild. You know what? We should probably pull out all the sample stuff. Chat samples. Not you. And these are just strings, so don't need anything fancy. I guess we can leave the duplicate sample stuff in there. But this is getting to be a rather long list. Chat test. And we can leave that as chat just to keep that working. Extract sample messages to own file. Sample. So we're going to have a sample resub message. And ooh. Oh. they've got escaped characters in there, so we didn't print this out from within there. So that's an escape with like some sort of IRC escape that's saying it's an escaped space. Okay. So we would want to filter the tags to only unknown and assert there are none for one. Chat test. Params command. Simple resub message. And we want to assert that if we look at tags, how do we... There, stay hydrated. We should be doing fine. Let's dot filter tag where case T of this is gonna be big enough to be annoying. Unknown tag is true and everything else is false. And we expect list dot length to equal 0. Chat that unknown tag. Ooh, just a couple there. So we want to filter that out. Say debug.log unknown tags. Oh, this only... It's a filter. Is it optimizing something here? Oh, now you do the other one. Does that mean I don't need this? No. It's somehow able to optimize that. It just optimizes it into the ground. The weird part doesn't even print nothing. It doesn't execute the line. Okay. So we now have so he's been alphabetical so far. So we have system message. You know, it might, rather than checking each individual thing here, it might actually be easier to parse this out. Because we're looking for 6 new things. Tags expect dot equal that will sort of give us the list. Hmm? Pardon? Okay, that was weird. So we expect badges. Can I actually just copy some of this? Badges, color, display name, emotes, message ID, and then we're going to have the unknowns. Team I sent. All right, this has some depreciated stuff in it. So we would like. So this should be, well, first of all, we need to do chat dot. I should almost have imported this since we're doing everything with this type. All right, so unknown tag should be login, which can be a string. And most of these are going to be straightforward. Of course, I already did a thing that was sort of a message ID, so that's unfortunate. Message param months. That can be an actual number. Message param subplan. Message param subplan name. Room ID system message. And we would like this to be escaped. Oh, that just ended itself. That's an actual syntax error? Oops. Yep. We copied the array from there. We must have done time.posix. I know I've done POSIX in here before. Millis to POSIX. Apparently, the printer has access to the... Yeah, it doesn't expose a lot of constructors. So, we've got login, string, we've got mod, we've got message ID, message ID is actually an enumerated list again, but it's a start. We've got message param months. We've got message param subplan. Got message plan subplan name. Well, I could do the unknown again. We've got system message. All right, so we got past that, and now we've just got a bunch of values that are different. So, where we do tags, flags, login is just a string, message mod, message ID is just a string. And then we get message param months is a... Did int just work for this? Message param subplan is... We're just going to call it a string. Subplan name, we're just going to call... param sub... Plan, param sub, plan name. Ooh. That should try to go up to a non-matching character, but we'll have to see how that goes. And... system message Not really, but we'll want to start here. Okay, so int did not work for this. Bits. Ah, yes. All this junk. Parsing tag. Oh, okay, that was the subname. So we have to do these backwards. Okay, so I can't actually see that super long line, but I see an unknown tag. Staff broadcaster color display name. Emotes message ID. Ooh. Why did login not parse? Maybe I forgot to update the string? Yep. Ah, and then that's pulling out all of the S's. Because we need an escaped string. Tag value. So this has to... They had an example of a quoted string in the repository. Succeed identity, ignoring token backslash. Oh, that's the thing that starts it. That's your terminator. If it is token backslash, then... Ah, token n to backslash n, token t, okay. Is uninteresting if it is not a backslash and not a double quote. Oh, that's right. I never did my loop extraction. This is going to be different, but it gives us the basic structure. Tag escape string step. So this is actually a more interesting case because it's not Okay, so list string, and string. So we have chunk to chunk. Expecting backslash. And then it's one of. Can we just say always? Token. Wait. This probably does have to be actually token S. And the. Well, that's the only thing we support right now. But that makes it somewhat set up for somewhat extensible. That had a termination character, but we'll just leave that as nothing matched. And then we have this. Ooh. Do they document the escaped characters? No, maybe that was that v3 spec. Message tags. Escaped value. Semicolon space. And then null CRLF. And we also have to not do that. So we have to say jump wall is uninteresting. I mean, can probably kind of use this. C not equal to backslash. Oh, because this was originally messages. That's why it was. That's why it was M. Oh well. This is still tag escape string step. Oh, still got reverse badges. Pardon me? Oh, I copied some stuff from him. Okay. Tag escape string. Produce parser context string. Oh, we actually need to concat at the end here. String.join list reverse. And more parentheses. Runtime exception. Okay. Because we haven't used this value yet. All right, so that is that. Parse tags for subscription message. Now, what I keep forgetting to do is I wanted to. There were a couple of loops, so that one's good. That one's different. Yeah, these unbounded or unbracketed lists. Seems like we could do some stuff here. Okay, so there might be something in how we apply this. But it's whatever type this produces. So it's just that chunk. Reverse items. Expecting list separator. All right, now this is, we have to parameterize this on the function and on the separator. So what's our function? It is a message parser of A and a string. Item parser and separator. So then you have to take a... actually, that's probably okay. Message parser of A and a separator. Item parser and a separator. so that we can do token separator and item and item. See if that parses or compiles. Okay. Separator. That actually matched something that was in the library, so that appears to be... Orator appears to be the correct spelling. Okay, I'm not find the IO item parser. Loop. Alright, this needs to all be in part of this, curried onto that function. Any day now. I haven't called this code yet, so I don't think there's going to be an infinite loop anywhere. Let's start this over. Wait a minute. Do we get infinite in the test suite somewhere? And you, and you, and you. Okay, there's only one node running now. That's probably better. Still taking its sweet time, though. It's like, we haven't even called this code yet. That's the weird part. But it got to the point where it's running the tests. Why did this mess it up? That's their only change, right? Ooh. I canceled it and now I get 3 processes. 4 processes. Five processes. Okay, I'm confused. I added a comment and now the tests don't run. Okay, you compiled okay. Uh... Okay, just kicked off another build. So now we're up to 3 nodes again. We're running Elmi to JSON a lot, apparently. Five nodes. All fighting for the processor. Yeah, this seems to be not good. So if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to back out of the last change set, because apparently there was something right at the end that messed things up, even though I thought we had a full pass. All right, so here's something else we can try. Okay, so that actually killed it. Let us... let's also kill this. Let us clean out... maybe Elm Reactor is using that? Do we still have a node process somewhere? There's more bashes than I thought I was running. Where'd you go? Oh, there's a whole bunch of nodes that are just kind of hanging around. Holy cow. They just weren't using any processor. Well, maybe just cleaning that up will help. Maybe there was a file deadlock or something. All right, and then were there any extra bashes? There's a couple of bashes that I don't know why there should be any bashes. All right, let's see if that... we'll see if that by itself is enough. That seems to be not itself enough. All right, we need to make sure we kill... Well, we can close bash just to be sure there's none left. We can kill... was there no node this time? Those are all from before. So now let's see if we can kill Elm stuff. Okay. Reproduce intermediary things. Okay, I guess we have to step back for a moment. And then we have to figure out what change. Running 19 tests. Oh, that may have not touched timestamps. Running 19 chats. Running 19 tests. What? It's up saying we're running 20 tests. Did I do what I thought I did here? Head detach, get checkout. Overwritten? What? I didn't think I'd changed this recently. Oh, you know what? I wasn't on master. I was get checkout. I was still on. $20 tests. We did add a new loop, but I thought we saw a successful run. Maybe it's actually an infinite loop, and we just didn't notice it for some reason. So let's chat test. Try and verify that it is this test. Okay, 19 tests. So this is an infinite loop, and I guess it succeeded once? Or maybe it didn't pop up enough and it looked like the old pass line? So, escaped string. It's where I saw failed 0. So we don't have a definite termination character, I think might be the issue. Can we Escaped chunk. Debug.log unescaped roaring chunk. Oh, that's only a chomp while. It doesn't require any characters to be there. Right, because you had a definite termination, so you relied this is your failover case. So this has to be turned inside out now, which is why I used to do this style of things. Succeed, and we can turn this into a chomp if maybe I could still use this style. Precedence might be weird. Oh no, we just do... I don't think that works for get chomped string. So I have to do all that, get this, then map it to that, which is weird. No, actually, get chomp string you use in things that you call for asking for values. So you can probably do that and something like that. Well, I don't know if that has quite all the right types. But we do actually have a unescaped character. Message parser string. Oh no, this is actually car to bool. Then grab all, if there's at least one unescaped character, otherwise it must be a character that we terminate on. Nope. Too many colons. Chomp if you can actually fail. So, looking for unescaped characters. And it's precisely the fact that you can fail that we're interested in here. So that doesn't work? That's weird, because we pass tag value to that. I guess just the pipelining doesn't work out right. But that has to have a value. So we have to do... I guess we go back to the map here. It'd be kind of the same thing. And then you have to be... Succeed nothing on chomping this stuff. Can't do it that way. Hey Jake, how's it going? Alright, so that compiles again. Is it, once again, an infinite loop? Yay, not an infinite loop. You're sure that's not an infinite loop? Yeah, let's guess not an infinite loop. No, I'm not usually much of a party person. Get diff. So don't add that one. Get commit minus m fix infinite loop in escaped strings. Now we can go back to notes, get this code back. Kind of down here with utility stuff. See if this compiles. Okay, it compiles. So now we think there are a couple of places we can use this. So tag escape strings special. Tag badge list. We think we can, well, we could probably want to do our context of, what do we call this? Unbracketed list of a badge separated by you. Okay, that passed. Emote list. Unbracketed list of an emote separated by slashes. And character range list is an unbracketed list of character ranges separated by comma. Parameters are, they got the special trailing thing going on. Oh, there you go. Upper function for unbracketed. Well, it ends up being a list type. Alright, there's probably still a bunch more special tags that we have to deal with. I don't think we've gotten any interesting messages here. Priv message, priv message, priv message. Yeah, so I'll just have to get a little server set up. Not that I could parse them because I loaded this a while ago. I'll just have to remember to start up a little local web server so I can run this and watch the debug if anything actually happens. Because I still don't know what the host notices look like. But that is about as far as I want to go today, because I was, as usual, going to try to do some Stepmania today, and once again, we went really long. So that is it for the programming stream. That's the wrong thing. I will be back to play some Stepmania, but that's entirely different. So if you want to go, now's the time to go. If you want to hang out, I will drop stream for a minute or two to change settings, and then I'll need a few more minutes to get the mat and everything set up, and then we'll be trying out, probably continuing to try out new stuff from all the In the Groove 3 and Rebirth and few Fraxels things. So let's see, let's get the camera off on this scene, and just in case you didn't see it before, thanks for all the hosts. Thanks to Jake and people who hung out. We'll be back in a little bit.